Good day, young innovators. Have you ever had a big idea for a product or a business, but then wondered, how do I know if this will actually work? The answer is, don't wait until everything is perfect. Test it early. That's where the minimum viable product MVP comes in. Today, we will understand the concept of an MVP, learn how to create a simple MVP, discover how to test an MVP, and gather feedback from real users. By the end of this lesson, you'll see how, even with limited resources, you can start small, test smart, and grow your idea. 1. What is an MVP? A minimum viable product MVP is the simplest version of your product that solves the core problem for your customers. It's not the final version. It doesn't need all the features. It's just good enough to test if people will use it or pay for it. Think of it as a prototype that lets you test your idea before spending too much money or time. 2. How to create an MVP. Steps to build an MVP. Identify the core problem you want to solve. Decide the simplest solution you can offer right now. Build a basic version. It could be a product sample, a demo, or even just a simple service. Remember, an MVP should be cheap, fast, and focused. 3. How to test an MVP and gather feedback. Testing your MVP means letting real people try it out and then asking them what they think. Observe how they use it. Ask, what do they like? What do they dislike? Measure, would they actually pay for it? Feedback helps you decide whether to keep going if people like it, improve if they have suggestions, or pivot, change direction if it's not working. Example. Imagine a group of students sees a problem. Classmates often skip breakfast before school because there's no time. It's their startup idea: on-the-go breakfast sandwich. Instead of setting up a full restaurant, they make a basic MVP. Buy simple ingredients. Make 20 sandwiches. Sell them at the school gate for Philippine peso 20 each. After 1 week, they gather feedback. Students love it but want a cheaper option. Some prefer a sweet snack instead of savory. With this feedback, the team refines their product. They add a Philippine peso 15 sweet snack option and sales increase. This is how you develop, test, and validate an MVP. Questions for students. If you had to create an MVP tomorrow, what's the simplest version of your idea you could test? Who would be your first customers to try it? What feedback would you ask them? So today, we learned an MVP is the simplest version of your product that solves a real problem. You can create it by focusing on the core solution, not perfection. Testing your MVP with real customers helps you validate your idea and improve quickly. Remember, start small, test smart, and grow fast. Your MVP doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to help you learn. Who knows? That small test you try today might be the seed of the next big Filipino startup tomorrow.